Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I got a real good one for you guys, the ones of you that like pig feet. And this video is coming to you already in progress. And like I say, the ones of you that like pig feet, this is going to be an absolute treat. I'm doing fried pig feet. You heard me right, guys. Fried pig feet. I don't know if you ever heard it before. Heard of this before, and if you have, let me know down in the comment section. And if you do eat pig feet but have never eaten them fried, you in for a treat. Okay guys, let me tell you, like I say, this video is, I've already started because I have washed my pig feet. I'm going to show you what they look like. Since I got it right up.
Yeah.
Okay guys, now with these fried pig feet, when I go to the market, I have the butcher to cut the just cut the toes off. I don't know if they'll do that at the market that you go to, but this one that I shop at, been shopping at for years, they, I have no problem with it. So I have already washed these feet, because these are the this is where they're cut. This is the toes part. I have that cut off simply because it's another dish I fix with this. And because I'm going to put them back in the freezer. But, sometimes I do fry them or whatever, but I'm going to put them in the freezer. And I'm going to have them a different way. I'm not going to tell you which way it is right now, just in case I decide to share it with you. Or you guys, the ones of you that like pig feet, start sending me comments and say, May, we want to know how you did that. did the toes part of the pig feet. And you know me, I'm going to share with you. But let me tell you something, guys. All you do, the biggest thing you do with these pig feet, you just rinse them well. And sometimes, pig feet has hair on them. And I probably ain't getting them off, but I think I do. I be taking them, what's this, a serrated blade, and I just be scraping it. And I kind of already have did that, and then sometimes I have some little blood spots and stuff on it, or whatever. And then with them toes, I'll scrape all in between them toes. But I just rinse them real well, and then I'm going to put them over in this big pot. Like I told you, I've already washed them. You can put a little salt in them, and you ain't got to go do no whole bunch of extra nothing. I think the show enough cleaning come in when you first kill the hog. But let me tell you something, guys. Now I'm going to put the pig feet on, and I'm gonna be cooking them like I would just cook some boiled pig feet. I season them just like I'm gonna do some boiled pig feet. And the only difference that I'm doing with this here cooking of these pig feet is that when I'm just going to cook them just to have some pig feet, I let them come to a boil, and I pour that fresh water off, and then I season my feet up and cook them. But I'm not doing all of that with this here. It's not necessary because, like I say, I wash them real good, and you're gonna need to cover them in the water. And then I'm going to take them over to the stove and show you how I season them up to get them ready for frying. Move that out the way. You see how I got them covered in this water, guys? You see that cup?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got them covered. Take them over to the stove. Okay, guys. You got to get set up at the stove, too.
Yeah, let me move around.
Well, I get set up at the stove. I'm going to wash my hands, and I'm going over to put the seasoning on them. Okay guys, you know usually I always tell y'all the exact measurements and stuff. Well, I don't be telling you the exact measurements. I'll be telling you the approximately, just to give you a general idea, because you got to season your food to your taste. You know, like I say, cooking is some common sense. If I tell you to put a teaspoon of salt, and you put a teaspoon of salt, and when you go back in, that stuff ain't salt, then what you gonna do? Put some more. Simple as that. Okay, right here I have let me cut that in. I have 2 little cloves of garlic that I had snatched, and this is just a little small onion cut in half. I'm not going in season them as hard as I would if I was going to you know, cook, just boil some pig feet. Okay, and with this pot and that amount of water, I'm gonna put probably approximately, I would say that's a tablespoon, didn't you? What? Isn't that a tablespoon, y'all?
Give or take.
Yeah, that's a tablespoon. Let's put a little bit more than a tablespoon, because you know I got it in my head about how much it takes. And because you can put any seasoning that you want in there. That's one good thing about it. You can put any seasoning that you want in your pig feet when you get ready to fry. I'm just giving you a ballpark. I had grown into this pepper over. I was fixing to dump all my pepper off, and I wasn't gonna be too happy about that. I'm gonna shake my pepper, and Lord help me not sneeze. And I'm shaking probably a tablespoon of that, or half a tablespoon. Let me move this stuff over here if I be doing it twice. And then I also put some onion powder, guys. You're gonna have those pig feet pretty flavorful. But even though, now when I get ready to fry the pig feet, I'll show you all of that process when I get finished getting them cooked and ready to fry. I'll show you all the steps I'm gonna do with that. I'm just showing you how you cook the pig feet to get them ready for the frying. And I show you how much oil and all of that. I'll show you. But you got to cook your pig feet first. Okay, this is some granulated garlic. Okay, guys, this is just some crushed red pepper. I'm going to pour this in my hand. See how much that is? That's probably about a tablespoon. And you can put more if you want to. Like I say, you cook it just like you cooking pig feet. This is the way Maymay would be fixing her pig feet if I was fixing some pig feet. Okay, guys. Now I'm putting the rice. I fell in love with this in rice vinegar, but you can use any type vinegar you want to. I have used some pig vinegar when I didn't have any rice vinegar or my regular vinegar. Let's see. Apple cider vinegar. Yeah, I put quite a bit of vinegar over there. I say that was probably about I say about a 1/4 of a cup, but I meant to put a 1/3. I may put some more in there later. Okay? You know, let me see. No, I'll put that on later. I was going to put some of that Tony's no salt seasoning on there, but I'm going to put some seasoning on them when I get ready to fry. So guys, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to let these pig feet come to a boil. And this is the purpose of the ones that might not have ever fixed pig feet before, because I have a young man that I had told him I was going to show him how to do pig feet. That's the reason I'm taking through this process. Other than that, I probably would have already cooked the pig feet and just came on and just showed you how I would fry them. But okay, I'm gonna let them come to a boil, and then once they come to a boil, I'm going to turn my burner down to almost like a little simmer or low boil. I always let my pig feet cook slow. Seem like they just taste so much better like that. And I'll probably cook them for approximately 2 to 2.5 hours, and maybe 3. Now, no, if I was just cooking them to eat, I would probably let them slow cook for maybe about 3 hours. And but since I'm going to fry them, I don't let them get as done as I would with if I'm just going to, eat them regular. And sometimes I do, because sometimes I put them on and forget, and they'll just cook, and I just go ahead on and fry them. Because I'm going to tell you who like the fried pig feet. Don't like the regular pig feet, but like the fried pig feet. Do you know who that is, Tuck?
I wouldn't know. Somebody named Tuck, I think. Yeah, those are my favorites for the pig feet go, the fried pig feet. Don't care anything about the boil and season all that, but I do love the fried pig feet. And that came from my bringing up, my home growing up. That was one of the things that my mother cooked every chance she got, and fried pig feet were one of them. And that's one of the things that we really like, and I really like myself.
Well, guys, he is exactly right. That's one thing. That's one of the things that Tuck brought into the marriage. And when the first time I ever had a fried pig feet, why is that light blinking? His mother had sent a plate. It was maybe about the first year of our marriage. I was at work when I came. Tuck was at home for some reason or another, and she had sent the food out there. And I was in there, and he had told me, he said, Mom had sent some food in there. If I wanted it, I could have it. So I went in there eating, and I was looking at the meat. At first, I thought it was a piece of pork chop. I don't know why, but I was just so hungry that day. I was just eating, because my mother-in-law used to fix real good collards too, and she had some collards on there. And and I was like, "Ooh, this is good." And I realized this is not no pork chop. And I asked Tuck, I said, what kind of meat that is Mama had on that plate? I said, it sure was good. He said, fried pig feet. I said, what? He said, fried. I said, stop playing. I said, that meat was real good. He said, it was fried pig feet. and I had never, my mama never had cooked fried pig feet before. And so, and then I got her to show me how to fix the fried pig feet. And guys, it's one thing I'm going to say, and then I'm going to get ready to go off, and I'll come back on when it's time to fry. There's one thing I'm going to say about these pig feet. When you fry them, because that's one thing my mother-in-law forgot to tell me with the first time I fried them, they will pop. They pops a lot. And popping grease is just as dangerous as a train coming down the road. To me, I'm scared of popping grease. I told you guys, they may scared of popping grease. So Tuck's gonna help me out with this, just in case this here grease start to pop. And it's nothing like that. It's just that I have I had hot grease to pop in my eye years and years and years ago, and it just gave me a little slight fear that I ain't exactly over with. And even though stuff don't pop like it used to back then, stuff used to pop real bad. I don't think it do. But anyway, guys, like I said, when we come back on, is you gonna fry it? You gonna do the frying of them?
Yeah, at least I help you do.
Okay, I'll do all the rest of it, but Tuck gonna be in the kitchen helping me do the frying of these pig feet. But I'll show you guys the rest of the steps when I get back. I don't know why my light is flashing. I hope it's not fixing to go out. But if it do, there's nothing I can do about it. But like I said, only thing I'm gonna do is let this come to a boil. You see, I have it covered in water, and I'm gonna let them cook once they come to a boil. I'm gonna turn them down and let them cook for maybe about let's see. What did I say, Tuck? How many hours?
You said about 3 hours.
Yeah, about 3 hours. Because, see, guys, let me tell you something.
2.5 to 3 hours.
What you got to understand that before I started this YouTube channel, I never had paid. I just, I had a kind of a ballpark figure as to how long something took. But I tried. I go real hard on trying to get the time as close as I possibly can, just in case I have somebody out there that is not a seasoned cook and don't understand about the times and stuff, haven't got the times. Because after you learn to cook and been cooking for a while, you would put that over there in the sink for me, Tuck. Thank you. You would learn about how long. You know, you have a time in your head. If you ain't, but you really ain't got to worry about it in your head. Get you a timer, cause I'm gonna set this timer for 2 hours so I can come in and check and make sure that it's not overcooking. I mean, not cooking longer than I want it to. So guys, I will see you back, and let me stop talking so loud. Guys, I will see you back when the pig feet is ready to fry. So we'll be right back. Okay, you guys, we're back, and the pig feet is finished. And I took them out and put them in this pan and let it drain. It's just a little liquid down on there, in there. And you're going to have to let them cool off to the point to where you can handle them with your hand. So, can you see them, Tuck?
Yes, I can see them.
Okay, they drain. I'm going to move them out the way and just mix up this meal right quick and show y'all how we're going to mix that. And then we're going to go over to the deep fryer. Now, you use the amount of meal and stuff according to how many feet you're going to fry. I'm going to put this in here. I said this probably approximately, probably 2 cups or better. Okay. Take that. Thank you. And then I'm going to mix some flour over in it. I may need to put some that was just 1/4 cup of flour, guys. And then I'm going in with my seasoning, and I might have to put some more meal up in here. I'm look over at them feet again. And I'm not gonna measure this here because you know it's really that was self-rising meal, as you can see. You know, I use self-rising meal and self-rising flour to do my dredging and stuff in. It works better because you know, you don't have to do so much with the seasoning, because just plain unbleached flour, that's a bad taste. Okay, I'm just gonna sprinkle approximately 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, because guys, the way I season, when you see the way I season my pig feet, they turn out really good. Did I put some of this onion powder already? I'm gonna sprinkle just a little bit more. I'm going light with the seasoning because I already done taste one. Those things is good. And I'm gonna sprinkle just a small amount of garlic powder. Probably a teaspoon to 1/2 teaspoon. Now you do this seasoning according to your taste. I would say that's probably about a teaspoonful. And then I'm gonna take this here. I'm gonna put this slap your mama. I'm gonna put a little bit in here so I can have it some in the coating, and I'm gonna sprinkle a little more over here on these. I'm gonna sprinkle a little more on the pig feet, guys. I know you can't see me, can you, Chuck?
No.
I'm just sprinkling a little, just tell you what I'm doing, sprinkling just a little this slap your mama on there, because this stuff got some heat to it, and we like that little heat part. And I'm going to put maybe about, ooh, that stuff everywhere. It comes out so, just pours out. This is just some paprika. Every time I say that word, somebody comes back on it and say something about how I pronounce it. They don't know if I have a speech impediment or what, but that's just the way people are. One person came back on with a bunch of laughing faces when I first started doing video. I said, poor thing, he just wasn't raised no better. And I don't know him. And I couldn't care less. Now I'm going to put just a little more of meal over here. Not much. Because if I have to add some more, I will. Okay, guys. That's it with the seasoning of the meal. Like I say, I left a little of that liquid that's on those pig feet to kind of help this here meal stick to it. I'm going to what am I doing? Where did I not go? Okay. I'm going to dredge one of them and show you what it looked like and how it's gonna look. Cause I'm gonna dredge them all. Tuck gonna go over to the deep fry and fry them for us. Can you see this?
Mm-hmm.
That little moisture on there helps the meal stick to it. And you know, you see that seasoning right there that's on there. Once I took them out the pot that they had boiled in, I sprinkled some Tony's on it. That no salt Tony, because I thought my salt and everything was okay. And then what I put in the meal, what I'm dredging it in, it's gonna make it over the top, guys. You know, every culture and whatever, they got their own delicacy, what they consider delicacy. You know, to me, this is one for just about anybody want to eat it or a light pig feast. This is a unique taste, you guys. Okay, guys, that's all I'm gonna do right here. And by the time we get over there and get to the deep fry, that deep fry is heating up, and it's I have it at 325, and if you 375, and if you was gonna do it on the stove, you do it just like if you were gonna do it in a skillet on the stove. You do it just like you're gonna fry chicken. That's what my mother-in-law told me. She said, fry it like you fry chicken. And but you don't have to put as much grease in it. And when you do it on the stove, you really don't. And it'll brown real nice. So that's the reason I put that pepper in there to make sure that it brown. So guys, let me finish putting the meal and stuff on these pig feet. And by then that deep fry is going to be heated up enough, and then I'm going to turn it over to Tuck. When we go over to the deep fry, he's going to come back on, guys, and fry them up for me. And we'll be right back.
Hey guys, I'm over here at the deep fryer now. I'm getting ready to deep fry these pig feet. If you haven't had these before, I think those of you that like pig feet will find this to be a treat. And this is that my mother used to do in her lifetime. And
you got to see it.
May said that I kind of introduced this to her when we got married. And she talked with my mom and everything, got how she do this, and May, and I've been doing it since then. We like pig feet the other way, what you boil and prep them for this.
I like them both ways.
Me myself, I don't care much for them that way, but I do this way. But May likes them both ways. All right, I just fill up my basket on my deep fryer, and I'm just gonna put about 3 in here now until we get started. I have my deep fryers. May said earlier, set on 375. I'm gonna put these on for about maybe 15 minutes. And I'm gonna keep an eye on them because it may not have to go 15 minutes on with this deep fry, but this is where we're gonna start at with it. And so get ready to drop the rack down into the freeze. And guys, can you hear that? That is something delicious getting ready to happen. And I'm not sure if you can see over in the deep fry or not, but it is.
I don't know how to turn it.
Frying right on.
I think I'll be better not trying to turn this one, will I?
But maybe don't want to get close to them too much because these things, they will pop a lot. That's why it's better to put them in a deep fryer or something like that. And of course we're going to put a cover over. I want to just watch it for a minute. here, you may be able to hear a little bit of popping going on with it now.
Did you put the timer back on it?
The timer is on.
Listen up.
I set this timer for 15 minutes, so you can hear that snapping and popping going on. That's what scares me, man. Particularly if you put it on top of the stove. Because if you do it on top of the stove, and then it'll be kicking grease splatters all over the place.
Are these screaming?
And then that deep fryer, it's sitting down inside the deep fryer, so it has a less likely tendency to do that. All right, it looks like it's going really well. I'm gonna go ahead and put my top on.
If you're doing it on the stove, you guys put a lid over it.
Pop skipping here, popping. So I'm gonna sit there and let that cook for as long as we think we need it. It's cooking out, like I said, I keep a check on it. And this is it. And we'll get ready to pull them up and check them, then we'll come back to you and let you see what it's looking like, okay?
And hey guys, I want to tell you this too. I have had barbecue pig feet. I never fixed them myself, but I got a close friend that she's watching me on YouTube. Her brother do them, and they do them just probably like I'm doing, and then do them on the grill, and they are delicious too. Oh, barbecue pig feet, that's another treat.
You know, guys, I'm handling this with gloves and stuff like this with the food I'm handling. And I just have one so I can use my other hand to grab whatever I need to. But I'm actually taking the pig feet up and everything like this, that's dread, and putting over into the deep fryer with I have my glove on.
You hear that popping, y'all? Do you guys hear that popping?
That popping on
you want me to cut it?
That means some good things are happening up in there.
Do you want me to cut it off and we come back once it gets fried?
Yes, let's go ahead and start right here when we get some that's about ready, and we'll show it to them since we keep showing this process.
Okay guys, I'm being a videographer, what you call that, a videographer. I'm being this again, so if this here get messed up or you see something you shouldn't see, that was May. We'll be right back, guys. Wait a minute, yeah.
Alright guys, we're going to take a look at it. It's been about 8 minutes or so. I'm going to take a look and see what it looks like. And oh yeah, that looks great.
You don't have to fry this, let it drain just a minute. You don't have to fry this as long as you do chicken because they already fully done.
You probably got a little catch here. I can sit here and let it drain. So I'm going to let this sit here and drain for a few minutes. And so then I'm going to pull them out and let you see what
you can't take it out with this thing, or how you going to just turn it out?
Yeah, I'm going to take them out individually.
Yeah, take them out.
Let us see what it looks like. All right. All right, you guys, look at here. Can you see it in the camera?
Wait a minute. Wait, I don't know.
I'll move
come down towards the, I think I see it now. Yeah, come down towards the pan. Yeah, at the pan I can see it.
Guys, look at that. That is fried hog feet there. That is
pig feet. Don't be saying hog.
Well, pig feet. That's what we call hog, pig feet. Pig is the smaller one, so these are smaller, so it's that pig feet. Look at that fella.
I can hear
yeah, that is. Now you can get that with some good collard greens or some potato salad or something going along with that, and good cornbread, and boy. You
guys,
sit up on the table there and pat your feet and
thank you, Lord, for your food.
Thank you, Lord, for the food. Lick your tongue and lick your fingers and whatever you decide you want to do. All right. Well, those are the 3 that you got where you can see those.
Wait a minute. I think I'm seeing it. Yeah.
Okay.
Do that yellow square have to be over here on it? It's just as long as I can see it in this frame.
As long as you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, guys. We're gonna
go ahead and drop some more.
We did about 8 minutes on those, and but this is in the deep fryer, so it'll cook a little faster and a little different than the stove do, but it cooked more thorough through and through. So that's what.
Well, they already cooked, my dear.
So they already. That's right. They already cooked. Maybe she boil them, got everything done and everything on them for them to be ready. So actually you could have eaten without even having to do anything else to it like this, because that's the way normal should do. So I'm going to go over here and get these others that we have here. I'm going to put them over into the, and I kind of just shake them a little bit, nothing particular. Just to get a little excess
Don't shake that with me a
milk
lot.
and stuff off of them. Maybe they don't want me shaking too much and get all of it off, but I'm not.
And then they'll come apart because they don't. I got them looked on and then I know them.
So, let me set this back out the way, you guys. And here we go. We're going back in. See, we got them in my right there. If you can see that, I'm sitting them back down into it. Listen at that. And we go right back through the same process. And that's what we'll do throughout the whole entire video. We'll cook every one of them up that way. I don't think you necessarily need to sit here and just watch every one of them cook, but this is the process we use if you use the deep fry.
So guys, you see that was Chuck said it was 8 minutes in the deep fry.
And
it's
anybody can
probably
do
about that same amount when I do it on the stove, because like I say, I go in there, I put them in there the first side, and then I put a lid on it, and then I go back and turn them one time, and normally they're ready, good and ready. Okay, guys.
Good and crispy. Listen, it's nothing extremely hard about that at all, but they are real tasty.
Yeah, that flavor is.
If you like it now, when we get finished with this, put in the comment if you ever had fried pig feet before. If you haven't and you decided to try this, let us know how it turned out for you.
Guys, he's taking over my show. I was going to tell him that.
Well, I can tell you that. I can tell you that, but
I was going to tell him to drop me a comment as have they ever had it, because I think this is going to be original for May May. Now, I don't know. I haven't even looked on the what is it took? I haven't looked in the on the YouTube to see is there any other recipes up for fried pig feet. And we got another one we're gonna surprise you guys with. And this is the way Tuck likes something, and I'm not gonna say what it is. But you'll see it when we do it. So guys, let me go off and get everything set up so we can get a thumbnail and end this video, because that's what
Alright, boy. The property's still here, boy. It's popping, it's going to town now. That's getting everything ready, and it's gonna be some good eating up in here. I'm here to tell you.
Okay, I want to say something real quick before we go off. I had a young man to drop me a comment on my fried chicken video, and he was talking about the sound that the chicken and stuff make when it's ready, because he was saying like when he do his deep fry, when that chicken, when it sound like it's no longer frying at a force or wetness or something like that, he said he usually go about 1 or 2 more minutes and it's ready. I haven't answered you back, young man, because I've been kind of busy and haven't gotten to it, and it's taking me longer and stuff now to get to my comments because I have so many. But you know me, I'm trying to answer them all. Everybody keep telling me not to try to answer them all, but I just enjoy reading them, and I'll do it as long as I can. When I can't, I won't. But I just appreciate y'all even just taking the time out, sending me the comments. And you know, y'all see some of my replies already. You say, oh my gosh, she's just trying to read. You know, she's trying to send us a little bitty small book. But anyway, you are so right, young man. When you hear that how would you call that, high frying, like when you first put something into your oil, when it starts to come down, settle down, that meat or whatever you're cooking is really just done, really done. So I just want to say that, guys. And we gonna go off, and we will be back when the pig feet is finished and end the video, guys. So we'll be right back. Okay, guys, this is the finished product of the fried pig feet. Don't knock it till you try it. We have a saying down south, in country saying, or whichever way you want to put it, that we eat the whole hog. We eat from the rooter to the tutor. That's what they call it. And these are called trotters. I could say fried trotters, but I'm gonna call them what we call pig feet. So guys, have you ever had fried pig feet? And if you try this, if you like pig feet, you let me know. Was on the money about how good they is. I've had some people that try them say they don't think they want to go back to a regular boiled pig feet. And the barbecue pig feet, now they're good too. But this fried pig feet is hard to beat. So guys, that's all I got to do. Got to say today. I'm just glad to share this with you. One of Tuck's favorite, and he about already called out what he want with it. Normally he like peas, but he said let's do some collard greens because we haven't had it in a while. So you're gonna see this. You're gonna see these fried pig feet in one of our weekly meals. So guys, take care, stay positive, and try not to get no cold and stuff around here or the flu. And maybe I'll see you guys in my next video. And I want to thank Tuck for coming in, entertaining y'all to get me away from that there deep fry, so I wouldn't have to be screaming and jumping and running and probably fall. So thank you, Tuck.
You're welcome, May.
It's for you. Okay, guys, we'll see you guys in our next video. And remember, May loves you. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.